sure.
This podcast, bussin'.
Welcome to this.podcast. I'm your friendly host, Jay, joined by the Chocolate Boys. We got Co.
You ready to boogie with
And
that
we got
bad?
Uncle Damo.
Bon.
You like that, man? The Chocolate Boys?
That was funny. Hey, joined by the Splash Brothers.
Well, man, you know, I'm like peanut butter colored, but, you know, I got the two chocolates on the outside, man. Reese's Pieces.
I'll pass.
You can catch this on all streaming platforms and video at YouTube. Shout out to the incredible Lawrence and Larimer for providing the space. And you could catch them at lawrenceandlarimer.com, or you could come down to 3225 East Colfax Avenue. What's up, y'all? Hey, there was a parade in our city, man.
Go
What
Nuggets.
y'all know about that, huh? Yeah, I was out. It was a nice time. You know what I mean? You said I think there was about 100,000 people.
No, they said 700 to 1 million.
Nah, I don't
they
think
have a-
so. I don't think so. But it was nice, man.
Okay.
It was cool. Was you there?
No, I saw.
Why not? Why not? Why? The first time Nuggets, you a diehard Nuggets
I
fan,
am, man, and
and you didn't come out. What's up with that?
work kicked my ass. I thought it was gonna be on Friday.
But I thought you was the guy.
But I thought it was gonna be on Friday. I had some shit that I just could not move.
You ain't got the same type of juice added to it as I thought you did.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you
man.
had juice up there.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
I'd like take your ass to work, little nigga.
You ready to boogie with that bad?
What's up with that, man? You like the head honcho. You supposed to take off when you want to.
Yeah, and I couldn't take off.
Yeah, all that pandering and translate to no
didn't.
Nuggets.
Don't pay off, do it, Co.
Yeah, well, I tell you, you get the dance.
I respectfully didn't make it, and I apologize.
But look at this, man. It was a party in the city.
Party in the city.
Look, I gotta play the theme song. So, did y'all know where's it at? This is how we gonna hit them.
Is that dude that was on the news?
Nah, this is Project Nah and DJ K-Tone.
Not the Project Nay.
Is it Nay?
Nay.
Nay. My bad.
JC, what's good, brother?
Still. Bring it in.
B, what's good?
Bring it in, Denver. Bring it in. What's up, JC? What's good?
Can we smoke in here, JC?
Good to see you. Can we smoke? We got this all pro. Check it out. Yeah. Speaking of that, all pro. Cut that off. I got my man, Denver Wright, representing Montbello, all state, tight end. Then went to all conference in the Big 12, right, at Texas. Yeah. Then got drafted by the Tennessee Titans. And now he's running his own business, cannabis, all pro. Give a shout out and round of applause to all pro Bo in the house. What we talking about?
That shit kind of hard, man.
I appreciate y'all
Yeah.
always, man.
Pause,
Yeah, long
pause.
time due, man. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. We've been trying to get you on for a long time, man. You've been busy.
Y'all busy, man. Y'all busy.
We
y'all
both
doing,
busy.
Doing your thing, man.
Yeah,
Content killers.
That's what I'm talking. Talk to
I
him.
like it. I like it.
Yes. Out here trying to work hard like you, man.
Man, it's in our DNA, man.
That's
It
what I'm
is.
talking about.
That's all we know.
Hustle.
Hustle.
So, real quick though, because we just got to bring it back, because you homegrown legend. We was just having a debate because you are Montbello, right? But you left us. And when I mean you left the Northeast to go Southwest for high
Northeast to
school.
go got it.
Yeah. Can I get it off? Can I
Sorry.
get these bars off, man?
Yeah.
Went to Mullen. What's up with that, man? You supposed to stay in the hood. Help us out. We need that state title. But they took you from us, man.
They did.
I'm taking my talents to Mullen.
They did.
That's what he hit us with.
That's exactly what it was.
But you got to, man. I understand
It
how
was
that
a
goes.
business decision.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
you know what? You know, when you're young, you know, I wasn't making all the decisions in my life at
Absolutely,
that time. So,
yeah.
like, you know, my pops grabbed me by the collar. This is where we going, son.
That's how it goes.
You know, and I would have loved to stay down there. And
But the inner city don't got no blocking, man.
they
They ain't in the trenches, man. So it's hard. It's hard to get
good
off.
choice. Good choice, though.
fast.
Boy.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Quick
Good choice.
shifting that.
Because you
Hey,
need a
Bo,
good
good choice.
quarterback to get you the ball, right?
Yeah.
So in order to do that, you need people like Damo out there blocking. You know,
Sure.
Suburban.
And I
suburbs.
don't really get that. I don't know why we don't have like great linemen, in the city. Down south they do though. I mean, this is where all the big boys is at. That's all
True.
they're breeding out there.
Absolutely.
Man, Bo, but the linemen here want to be fullbacks.
Yeah.
They want to be fullbacks.
That's where all the shine is, though.
Everybody wants
Man.
to touch the ball, man.
They do.
Can
They
we
do.
Can we take just to step back real quick?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to your mom.
Appreciate it,
right?
man.
Your mom passed away.
Rest in peace.
Just what's her name? I'm sorry.
Cindy.
Cindy. So shout out to Cindy. Much respect, brother.
Appreciate you, man. She about to bless this show for sure. Watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You mind if we stay there for a second?
Yeah, man.
So let's talk about your mom and what she had to do with your upbringing as far as making you the person you are today.
Man, I was just having this conversation earlier today. I mean, my mom taught me so much. And when you're a young boy, you don't notice the actual impact she has until you get older and you start, living your life and doing grown up shit and handling yourself as a man and handling your business and they're teaching you these lessons. I mean, mamas is the glue. They're the glue to the family. Like
They are.
my mom was an accountant. She went to school. She was very business minded, entrepreneurial and stuff like that. So she was just, besides just taking care of me as her son, she was just teaching me all these lessons: how to write checks, how to manage my money, how to be respectful to people, how to walk into meetings and present myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
How to be a manager, how to handle stuff in my own business and stuff like that. So
She was like a business partner too, right?
yeah, she's a trusted advisor. When
Yeah.
you get older,
Yeah.
that's what your mama is. Because you can go talk to her about whatever, and she's going to give you, like, an opinion, and you need that opinion just because...
To ground you.
You got blind spots. We don't know it all. We might think we do, but we don't. So it's great to have that opinion from somebody,
That's
who
about
has your
you.
best interest.
That's about you.
Exactly.
But so Bo, let me ask you this, man. What was a Saturday morning in the Scaife household?
Love that.
Like everybody, we watching these cartoons before
Was
practice.
Earth, Wind, and Fire playing?
Yeah, they jamming some old school for sure. My dad was a big Sade dude.
Okay.
My dad was a truck driver for Safeway, actually. So
Got it.
we was taking hella road trips and stuff like that. So we don't have no say in what we playing. What they playing in the car and shit like that.
Right, right.
And I went to Montessori school, Denver, right on Holly.
Yep.
And so we would drive down from the Bellows. We would drive down Monaco. That big hill right there past George, and I remember my mom. We was listening to that cameo, old school cameo. That Word Up,
Right.
Word Up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the best thing about your mom is just the memories she creates with you.
Yeah.
And my mom was on the road now. We traveling, she flying all the different places with me. She was my babysitter, all that type of stuff. We having a good time. Like, I think we embody a lot of our moms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we're around them a lot. So and we take on a lot of their personality. So. My dad is my dog for sure too, but my mom is definitely was my best friend for sure.
So follow-up question. You talked about, the lessons that your mom taught you. When parenting, so how old is your daughter?
15, almost 15.
15. So I have 18 and 20 and 7, which is different. She's not a part of this conversation right now. But as your kids get older, your parenting drops. You know what I'm saying? And you become less of a parent and more of a trusted advisor.
Yeah.
And that I think that's a great phrase. I never use that word describing with my older daughters because I'm still in hella parenting mode with the 7-year-old. So that's good stuff.
We daddies. So, daddy is we're trusted advisors, we're enforcers, we're protectors, we're disciplinarians.
Providers.
Yeah, we do a whole lot. It's hard being a daddy too now. Let's not get it twisted. We don't get to shake off a lot of stuff. We just gotta swallow it and figure it out because that's what the hell we supposed to do.
That's a fact.
So just being a daddy itself is that's a hell of a responsibility
Absolutely.
as well. Especially if you have daughters.
Yes, and I have 3 of them.
Yeah, so we can't play no games we want to be our daughter's friends and stuff like that, but we got to put them on.
Absolutely.
On game, got to put them on game.
Got to put them on, and we got to make sure they don't get caught up in some bullshit or messing with the wrong dude because it's so easy right now in this generation for them to get pulled in any direction and get off the path. And I mean, we have all grew up around people who that's happened to, who they didn't have a parent in their life and they fell down the wrong path and their whole future got jacked up.
That's what you were talking to Jalen about.
Yep.
So I might have missed it. So how many kids do you have?
Just one.
Just one? And daughter?
Yeah, she a little heiress, so. She don't know that shit yet, but it is. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
A lot of responsibility, sweetheart.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
And no slack at all.
Nah.
So interesting because you brought up for dads, and it's Father's Day this weekend. So interesting enough, you said that we don't get the chance to not unwind, but just be vulnerable at times, right? Like we have to be on most of the time. Why do you think that that's the case?
I think it's just a responsibility that we've bared, since the beginning of time. I think it's probably in the Bible, right?
Okay.
Just the amount of responsibility. Too much is given, much is required.
Right.
So if the Lord or life gives you a family, a wife, kids, business, whatever your responsibilities are, or whatever you got to take care of it, and you got to work hard to take care of it because it can get taken away from you at any time. So we don't have time to to not be on point. Got to be on point, and that's why it's so important for young men to grow up and you got to quit with the bullshit, man, because you got responsibilities. And that's how you advance yourself in your career, personally, professionally, just by forgetting about the bullshit and getting focused on something, whatever that is, whatever your something is. At some point in time, you're gonna have to grow up and get focused.
Let's be specific. So let's be specific on the bullshit.
Like the ocean?
No. Let's be specific on the bullshit.
Okay.
So what's the bullshit?
He said Pacific.
Partying.
Wait, what did he say?
Partying.
He said, let's get Pacific.
Oh no, you said that.
Does.
No, go ahead, Bo.
I mean, I think just when you young, you wilding. You having a good time. You
Wide
trying
open.
Shit. You doing
Live a little,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, you living. You trying to see what that boundary is like, and in the inner city, that could cost you.
Yep.
A lot of cats was just trying to test that boundary, and they got caught, and it messed their whole life up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if y'all remember this chick. Her name was Jennifer Toombs.
Okay.
I do not.
In the Bellows.
Yep.
So
Okay.
16-year-old, she murdered a babysitter.
Oh.
She's been in jail. So I used to go to Sunday school with her. That was in
I think I do recall that.
In black culture, we're cousins.
Okay.
Got him.
Like her mom was the pastor.
Yep.
We used to go to Sunday school.
Yep.
She went to Montbello, all that stuff. Like, just doing some shit. Like, one bad decision. Like, she's still locked up to this day.
Damn.
About to get out in February, so 16, that's almost 30-something years. She's been locked up. So there's so many cases of that where people, where,
Bruce Mingo.
yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Same thing.
Absolutely. There's
Like-
levels to bad decisions, right?
You pay for them. There's consequences, and if you don't have the right guidance in your life, you're going to be more susceptible to that. And as black men, and we don't get the forgiveness
Yeah.
like some of the other cultures and races and stuff like that. And I mean, society set it up like that. It is what it is. We got to play the hand we dealt, but that's even more reason why we got to be smarter and be more focused, because we're not going to get the extra chances.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
And
So getting
tap
into that,
too.
really, yeah. So I think that's a mental health aspect of a lot of things that you're talking about
course.
from a different angle, right?
Yeah.
And for you, we'll just get into All Pro Farms, where you have now invested in the cannabis business for several reasons. And one of those, I think, is for mental health. Like,
Yeah.
that's an aspect of it. So staying there, like, for you specifically, like, what were the benefits of getting into cannabis, and why do you have a love for it?
Well, most people don't know this, but I tore my ACL 3 times in 5 years.
Whoa.
Same leg?
2 on my left, 1 on my right. So I tore my senior year in high school, semifinals. I went to Texas, played as a true freshman. So I tore my shit in December, and the semifinals, played in August.
Wow.
Jeez.
Cord was talking about, he had separate surgery. I had the same thing, microfracture, 2 surgeries, then fixed the ACL. So I really didn't have surgery till January, was ready to play September.
Wow.
What?
Right.
Damn.
So play my
Hey, man,
freshman
please
year.
hit
And
the-
this is
hit the-
this
hit
is
the-
20
hit the-
years ago, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
This isn't
This
technology
podcast.
now.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's yeah, absolutely.
Played my sophomore year, boom. Toward the very next first day training camp, very next year. So other one. All right, shit. This is number 2. Gonna bounce back. All right. Came back, played again. This is when we lost to CU in the Big 12 championship.
Yeah.
I tore the very next year. Every time I tore my shit, it was football related. I tore the third time I tore that mullen just running routes. So shit. It's like, man, third time is a charm, right? It's shit about to be a wrap.
Gotcha.
But every time, I was in the cannabis was always there for me. Like I wasn't a big pill dude. That stuff was making me sick.
Yeah.
So the third time,
They flood you with them shits too.
it does.
Yeah.
And the third time I was in a dark place, man. I'm drinking, I'm doing drugs, I'm getting fucked up every day. I'm not going to class. And cannabis gave me some clarity. It helped me just kind of navigate through this shit. So, all the times I was facing adversity through those 3 years out of those 5, it was just there to help me, just slow things down so I could figure it out. And obviously I'm in Texas. This shit is not accepted.
Yep.
This is the devil to them. They call it the devil's lettuce. So, I'm really jeopardizing my whole career by doing this. I failed drug tests in college. And, all I could take from my situation is, besides, I worked my ass off to get back and to play and to get healthy and play in the league. And that's a whole different subject. But was when something's meant for you, it don't matter who's hating, who's talking shit.
They can't stop it.
They can't stop it.
Yeah.
So no one thought I was about to go pro. Dog. My own friends, family, no one thought. Why is Bo still playing?
Yeah.
All
Because
the adversity.
of the injuries.
Yeah, because of the injuries.
I didn't even
Got
know.
it.
I didn't know you hurt yourself 3 times.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Man, so where did you find it? Like where did you draw it from? It wasn't the weed.
Nah, I'll tell you exactly what it was.
But that has to be something that was intrinsically in you.
Dog, I was fucked up, bro. Like I almost flunked out of school, and so I remember coming home after for Christmas break. After that, that third time, my dad went down there for the first 2 weeks after I had surgery to make sure I was going to class and shit like that. As soon as he left, I'm not going to class anymore. Fuck that shit.
Wow.
I'm gonna get back in my little depressed hole. Do whatever the hell I need to do. But I was on a downward spiral. I'm getting ready to flunk out of school, and I come back home, and I see my parents getting my report card, and I just see the disappointment in their eyes.
Yeah.
Mama, daddy, it's bigger than football to them.
Got it.
Yep.
You're messing up your
Yep.
opportunity, get a good degree from this amazing school. You're going to-
Prestigious.
University of Texas.
University of Texas. Like, what you doing, son? And I was being selfish. They was right. If football don't work out, there's other options. And obviously that's not what I wanted to hear and stuff like that, but that's the reality of the situation. So for me, it was like, I can't let them down, dog. They've worked their ass off. Like, my parents worked their ass off. Like, my dad working 20-hour days.
Yeah.
Overtime. He driving all over the state. I barely even saw him. So he's doing that for his family, like we was talking about, with the dad. So
Absolutely.
for me, it's like I can't let them down. And so it's just like a little switch came on, man.
Yeah.
And I just turned it on.
I'm doing it
That's
by
crazy.
any means necessary.
You know what's
I wasn't
crazy?
gonna be denied, dog.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I think we've all had those moments where
Absolutely.
that switch came on. I remember mine. I was walking out the dorm at Weber State, and it was like mid-October, snow-capped mountains. Our campus is beautiful, and I took a pause. I stopped in my tracks. Like, literally, I stopped walking, and I looked around, and I soaked it all in, and I was like, I can't fuck this up.
I'm lucky.
Yeah,
Like I got a great opportunity here.
it was like operating from a place of privilege. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Adversity turn you into a beast too, though.
It does.
It does.
Like, if you overcome adversity and you fight through it, which a lot of people, some people struggle with it. This is a lot of people.
I'm
struggle
here
with it.
for it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you got to be trained to do that. Like when you play sports, you low key get trained to do that because every play is adversity.
Yeah.
You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose
I
some, you get
love
knocked
that.
down. That's what football teach you.
Yeah.
So like
That's what sports teaches you.
that shit made me a beast, dog.
Yeah.
Like
I
a
love
beast
that.
mentally.
So
You
let's
gotta
talk
judge.
about that because, I think that's perfect how you set that up of like what sports gave you and then going through the adversity, right? Like, because if you look at a bunch of, there's all cases of athletes and you're like in the 1%, right? When you get to the NFL, it's like inches right? Is what they say as far as that makes you
What's in
good
the
versus
odds were
great.
of me going to the NFL with 3 ACLs?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
That's another 1%.
0.0000000.
yeah.
That's .000.
No.
Zero is point zero
Yeah.
zero zero
You're the
zero point-
1% of the 1%.
So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that like if you look at all the greats, like they went through some kind of adversity to get to that next level. And we've seen athletes where they didn't face any adversity until it was too late, or when they were a pro and they didn't know how to handle that. So I think what I want to say is for bringing it to cannabis and the things that you're doing now, because pre-production, you were talking about, you've been doing this for 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You've been funding it yourself. I don't know if you've made a profit off what you're doing yet, but what are the things and steps you're taking now that you learned from all the adversity to make
That's a great question.
all pro farm successful?
Business is a team game. It's a team game, just like life. Life is a team game. Like you need people to, to help you build, to help you along the way. Same with business. Like you're as good as your team is.
Got it.
So playing a team sport, and especially playing in the NFL or in a big university like that, like you get to see how this big machine and organization was ran from the top down.
Got it.
Owner, GM, coaches, all that type of stuff. I mean, and that's what you're literally building in your business. You're building that similar type of structure. Like,
Right.
So I'm walking in there as Jerry Jones. Listen, I don't fuck with Jerry. I'm just giving an analogy.
Let me put a
No, I got you.
caveat out there.
I got you.
He's the owner. He's the GM. He hires the people to help build and run his organization.
Right.
Same shit I'm doing. Right. I gotta
Absolutely.
find my GM. I gotta find my QB, my Belichick, who can help me build this Patriot way, or this All-Pro way.
Yeah.
So
And
we
then
can
I'm
win the
putting
championship.
and then I'm putting the pieces in there that can help me with that way. So I'm building the way. I'm building the culture. I'm building the strategy and stuff like that. Then I'm putting the pieces together for the team to execute it.
There you go. So, and then going through that, I want to unpack it. It's like, talk about the adversity in that. Like, talk about some of the hardships you've had to get it to where
A
it's
black
today.
man in cannabis.
Bro, this
dude.
is the dope
Yeah.
game. This is the dope game. This is black market went legal. So people who were underground were trying to get legal.
Yeah.
Right.
That's who the first wave of people was.
Absolutely.
It wasn't business people coming in here.
Yeah, come out the shadows.
Yeah, it's the people it's the grimy cats who was doing the shady shit, trying to come over here and do it on the legal side. So you had to you was gonna deal with the bullshit with all of them.
Yeah.
Like whether they're trying to steal from you, trying to stab you in the back, whatever. I mean, they see me, Google Bo Scaife, net worth, whatever. I can get something from him. I mean, I done been sued a couple times, by cats in this game.
Wow.
Just because I'm me.
Wow.
Got it.
They think they can get something from me. But thank God I have my ducks in my row. I understand my business. I know how to, keep organization and protect myself in those ways. But it's just, that's the kind of grimy characters you're going to have to deal with in this game. So for me, it goes back to what I was saying about finding that right team and putting those pieces in place. Like, not everybody can work for me.
Yeah.
And what your mom taught you.
And what my mom taught me.
Yeah.
Like how to find the right people, and it's tough. I mean, it's tough. Business is definitely tough.
Man, Bo, so I know we're kind of jumping around, but I think for me, kind of sticking on the marijuana space, is what made you a believer in marijuana in terms of being something that is advantageous for an athlete or just for the average Joe.
That's a great question.
It made me feel like when I was messed up and going through all the injuries and stuff like that, like the pills was making me sick.
Yeah.
And the marijuana was the only thing that was really like giving me relief. Like, I mean, like real relief. Like where I even
Was it after games? What
Nah,
was it?
this is like when I'm hurt. Like this is me not taking painkillers. This is me just having a clear mind and my thoughts are better. Like, it messes up your thoughts. Pills and stuff mess up your thoughts.
Because you're talking about opioids. And
Opioids,
Percocet,
just like alcohol.
Vicodin.
Alcohol, that stuff messes up your thoughts. And so, like, I wasn't thinking. That's why I was spiraling down, because I was on that shit.
Got it.
Like, I'm like, man, nigga, this is a wrap. Why do I still need to be here?
Right.
That's how I'm feeling.
So bringing in depression, all these
Yeah.
other kind of things.
Like
That Vicodin do feel kind of good, man.
You
It does.
stupid.
Listen, man.
Man,
When I
what
got
you
hurt
talking about?
and I was sitting in that hospital and I hit that little Vicodin button, nigga, that shit make it all go
It
away.
definitely feels good mentally, but if you keep taking it,
Yeah.
and you keep
the
taking
active
it, it's
after
gonna
effect.
start
It's
derailing
gonna fuck
you.
up. Exactly.
And you're not gonna be thinking straight. Listen, this shit happened to my mom. I seen my mom like go through all this stuff. Like, the leading cause of death for elder people is called polypharmacy.
Okay.
It means when they're on a bunch of different medications. It's the leading death.
Yep.
So I mean, she's taking this, she's taking that,
Yep.
and they're all prescribing them to her. So all this stuff is shutting down her systems, shutting down her body, causing more problems to her body, and stuff like that. So, and these are addictive drugs, whether it's the painkillers, sleeping pills, whatever. All that stuff is messing with your brain. It's not good for your brain. So cannabis is a plant to me. It's a plant.
It is.
It has natural benefits. Like, I'm watching how this stuff is growing. Like, I don't have no hangover. I'm not feeling the same shit, like the drogginess and all that type of
Yeah.
stuff that I'm feeling when I'm taking pills and all that stuff. And I mean, I've had major surgeries, neck surgery, knee surgeries, all that stuff. So I've been in it. I know how that shit makes you feel.
Yeah.
And so it never made me feel like that. And it's just something right now that just makes me feel good. Like, if I'm I gotta, as owners, and you guys are hosting this stuff, there's a lot of decisions that got to be made fast.
Yeah.
So not everything's important. So cannabis helps me slow things down too. Like, okay, some of this shit ain't really worth even worrying about right now. You got to slow yourself down sometimes so you can make the right decision. Because that stuff affects the outcomes. So it's always been like that for me, man. Like, I believe in it wholeheartedly, and for me, what I did was I found a way just to grow it and build the facilities that are made and engineered for this stuff, so I can grow the best product.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the facility, because it's amazing with the 140 acres. Like,
I think he said 146.
You 140, dog.
it's
You can throw the 6 on.
Oh, 140.
Plus.
Dude, no, that's like
yeah,
to-
I was
for
going to ask him.
perspective.
I was going to ask him.
Oh, go ahead, my
Like,
bad.
how large is that? Tell the listeners, like, 140 acres. How big is that?
I think it's about between 6 and 7 million square feet.
People don't understand that. No.
An
It's-
acre is 440,000, 42,000, 43,000 square feet.
An
something
acre
like that.
is a football field, ish. And so when you do 1/4, it's essentially 150 fucking football fields
Yeah.
that this dude owns in Southern Colorado.
That's
However you want to
crazy.
cut it up. Yeah.
That's
So-
a lot of land, dude.
That is. And tell us the inner workings of, like, what does that mean? Like, are you outdoor grow, indoor grow, mix of the two? Like, how do you manage a facility that big?
It was a learning curve for me.
Yeah.
So obviously, young dude, just get done playing football, you got money in your pocket. It's like, damn, I bought all this land. I'm about to grow a whole lot.
Right.
But I can't, like, I'm
Get
not
the
even
crop
allowed to grow this
duster
land.
out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, we about to
yeah.
feed this
Yeah,
whole thing,
old
right?
And we gonna feed the whole community.
I'm going narcos.
Yeah. So I mean, I played with the outdoor stuff. I played with greenhouses. Like, I took the first couple of years just to really learn what was going to make me successful and what I really wanted to put my name on. Like, that outdoor bullshit, I don't want to put my name on that. I'm not smoking that. Some of that greenhouse stuff, I'm not smoking that. So it was a lot of trial and error and just growing pains to learn, like, what I really need to build. So at first, my mindset was like, all right, cool. I got this. I'm gonna grow a whole lot of weed. Now it's like, okay, I'm gonna build this up into a destination. I'm gonna build this up into an experience. And this stuff is,
This
cannabis itself is
podcast,
just a
bussin'
generational
bussin'.
opportunity. Like, our ancestors wasn't allowed to do this. So, like, I take this very seriously, like, just for the opportunity that I got to be able to be in this business. And I mean, even the process of me going through it, they were like, what the hell? Like, they didn't want me in there.
Right.
I remember going through my application and, you meet with the police pretty much.
I was going to ask you that because I was going to ask if you could relate with the Mallorys. So our farm growers
Yeah.
here in Colorado, El Paso County, they've been going through some woes
Oh yeah.
as far as, them racist neighbors, whoever,
Yep.
jeopardizing their livestock, crops, etc. I was going to ask you, are you going through similar things for yourself within the industry?
Not necessarily from the county, no. People always want to throw a wrench in your shit. You know, they never want to see you doing better than them. So, you know, like I said, I've been dudes tried to sue me a couple times.
Right.
You know, so, but it's about planning. You know, it's about planning and understanding everything that that's going on in it. So, you know, even when I got into this, going through my application, you know, you sit down with the police and private investigator, they're going through your application, you making sure you got everything right. Then they get to the funding part, and they didn't know who I was at the time. They was like, "Where's the lease?"
Oh, they hit you with the lease.
Nah, dog. It's the
own it.
deed.
Right.
Oh, flex.
Heavy.
Right.
Flex.
So then they're like, you know, well, how do you get the funding for all this type of stuff? And like, you know, I had all this stuff printed out, so I just took like a little screenshot of my savings account. You know,
Oh,
Hey,
flex.
hey,
It's
hey,
right
this
there.
dude-
Flex.
this dude took a screenshot.
Let me take a screenshot.
Talking to
A
him.
Chase,
Yeah,
Wells Fargo.
yeah.
But
What
that's what it took, though.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
took, you know, and you know, people think they're gonna come and get in this game, and you know, you need at least $1 million to get in cannabis.
At least $1 million. You hear?
Like to be like
to be for
successful.
real. Yeah, to be for
Be
real.
successful.
These boys like
Otherwise,
I need 10,000.
Yeah,
Right. What's that gonna get you?
You bootstrapping. At
Yeah.
that point, like you gonna have to go find it.
Absolutely.
You know, but if you want to be the owner and you want to really build something, I mean, you know, that was part of the reason going down there. I didn't want to go get one of the old buildings and like retrofit it because
Yeah.
those aren't made to grow weed. They're warehouses.
No, absolutely.
So they got
That's
mold
like-
in them. They got all this stuff in them. They weren't made to grow cannabis.
you can stock it there.
So-
yeah, but you're not gonna flourish there.
So I built buildings like that are engineered and designed to grow this stuff.
Got it.
That's my competitive advantage.
Yeah. What's your long-term vision? So you have the land, 150 football fields is like crazy humongous. What's your vision for, let's say, 10 years from now?
I look at it as this is a development project for me. I'm building a master community. So I'm a developer.
Got it.
I'm building a wellness retreat, a wellness resort. So people can come and enjoy and
This
consume
podcast,
and you
bussin'
know, learn
bussin'.
everything they can about cannabis, psychedelics.
Larry June, come through.
Yeah, whatever.
Come
There's
on,
no
Larry June.
as legal as cannabis is. It's not that legal here. Like we can't smoke in here, like because of
It's because
rules.
of JC.
Yeah.
That's how come we get smoke.
I don't want my clothes smelling like weed,
but
fellas.
you look
Right.
like low-key need licensing for everything in
Yeah.
cannabis. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Absolutely.
they just don't allow. So it's technically not that legal. You're not allowed to just walk down the street and smoke. We do it, but we're not really allowed to do that. So for me to truly be able to build a place that's truly cannabis-centric and cannabis-friendly, like man, it's exciting for me.
Gotta own it.
That's what's up, man. So
my
for
shit.
you, like I think about my bad, Co. A lot of that, and we were saying this pre-production again, is like in Cali, bunch of wineries, right? Being able to have an experience
Yep.
when you go out there, and you're trying to do the similar thing. It's like when you come to this cultivation environment center, it's an experience, right? Whether it's for mental wellness, having the just the ambiance.
Just an escape, dude.
It is.
Escape,
It's an escape.
vacation,
That's what it
things
is.
like that.
It's an escape.
Talk more about that. Like, give us, like, dive into that of like.
People are stressed
Well,
the fuck
that's-
out.
Okay.
For sure.
People like I just seen something today where they're talking about how like the consumption level of alcohol is astronomical right now just in our society. Alcoholism. People are stressed the fuck out, man. They got anxiety and all that type of stuff. So this is a more viable option. You know, like I said, I'm not waking up with no hangovers. You know. So like I said, to be able to provide a spot and a place where they can have that experience and not have to look over their shoulder and not have to worry about, what their neighbors is talking about or who's judging them and those type of things, like a true cannabis-centric place, like that's the big vision for me.
That's what's up. Well, talk about, so let's get into the product itself. Because what I enjoy about what you got going on is you're very meticulous. I could tell by the way you're talking, the different steps you've taken, and even with your flavors, right? Because when I go into I haven't been in a dispensary in a while,
No,
but
man, you got it.
No.
But,
Just so you could talk about it.
Well, hands.
product
Paul.
placement,
You know what I'm saying?
the different flavors, like you really taking your time with how many different strains you have. I say flavors, but strains.
What I did was, not everybody's a true weed head.
They
don't
claim
care-
to be.
They don't care about the cherry gelato kush. They just care about what the cherry gelato kush is going to make them feel. Right? So for me, I wanted to kind of introduce moods, and you know, I named my brand All Pro for a reason. You know, like I like what All Pro represents. You know, just really being the highest and the best at what you do.
Yeah.
What's your weed name again?
All Pro Bo.
Talk to him.
Tag that shit.
Yeah, All Pro Bo.
So I wanted to have moods, and so my 4 moods are game time, crunch time, downtime, and playtime.
Damn.
And so you know, game time is for your sativa lovers. You know, it's daytime stuff, morning something. You know, like it's like your coffee.
Right.
The crunch time is for that high stress time of day. So like when you need that little break.
Gotcha.
You know, when shit is going wet haywire right now, I need to slow it down.
Like a
crunch
nice
time.
little hybrid, but keeps me in that stable state.
And then obviously the downtime is your indicas, which a lot of people like smoking indicas throughout the day. I'm not one of those guys that got too many things to think about. So, and then playtime is that's the shit that just makes you feel good. But everything, you know, is flavorful. You know, terps is the taste and the smell.
Yeah.
So you know, I take pride in finding that type of stuff. And yeah, that's how I'm rocking, man.
So can you explain what's in the gift box?
So this is my sample pack that I take to all the stores.
Okay.
So I take this to all the stores. I fill it with weed and goodies, and you know the stores they sample it out and they get back to you and they tell you if you like it or not, and you know that's how you present yourself really. This is how I present myself to the stores.
Smell good.
I don't know if everybody's doing this.
Podcast.
I can smell it from over here.
Yeah,
can.
and I'll open it up so Court can smell them, and you can just let him tell you how it smells. But
Oh, yeah, it smells delicious.
this is my favorite right here. This
know.
is called Le Mans. This is my game time right here.
Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Come on.
I think I'm gonna be an Oreos fan.
Oh yes, man, that Oreos is. Whew.
They got them nice and sealed for the kids.
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
And you know what I love about this though? So this is
I wanna see that.
This is my packaging right here.
God damn, Bo, I can't even open this shit.
So that's
Bo got this shit.
it's a pop top. So you just squeeze it. You squeeze the side, it pops up, man.
That's what she said.
So this is my packaging right here. I put the stadium on there. So this is the Denver.
Nice.
This is
Absolutely,
downtown Denver
man.
Right here.
Hey, this is a great picture, man.
Put the stadium
It
on
is.
there.
Oh, it's a lot of goodies
We
in here,
smoking the
man.
stadium out right now. All Pro. It's All Pro Stadium.
Yeah.
So, of course, so I don't know the term, but it's more of you're just the cannabis brand. You don't have a retail store yet, but
Nah,
your
I'm a
angle is
wholesaler.
a wholesaler. Got it.
But I'm a wholesaler, and you know All Pro is the actual brand. So
Got
All
it.
Pro Farms is the manufacturer, the one that the cultivar, and All Pro is the actual brand.
Got it.
So you deliver to the
These shops
shops here in Denver.
all over Colorado.
There you go.
So I think for me is, as a pro athlete, when you were in the league, was cannabis something that you turned to in terms of relief?
I mean, I think 90% of the league is smoke,
That's a bold statement.
Bold
and
statement.
it's not bold at all. It's
Well,
truly-
he's out. He's retired.
Yeah.
So it's not as bold.
no,
as
it's
it
not
would
bold
be
at
if he
all.
was
Like
playing.
these are grown men.
Yeah.
So
Right.
staying there, how did you feel about Ricky Williams' movement? Because
Man,
I think he was
I
the
went to
one that
Texas
gave it up.
because of Ricky.
Talk
first
to
of
him.
This podcast.
Like, so Ricky been on this weed train forever.
Yeah.
You know, and now everyone's realizing he was making sense. Ricky had anxiety issues. He used to do interviews with his helmet on.
No, he did.
Like he had a dark visor. Like he didn't like.
No, for real.
He was really having anxiety issues.
Hey,
like,
but I
in
thought
front of the
Ricky.
camera.
Hey, I thought Ricky was high when he was taking them in.
Everybody thought Ricky was a weirdo, but he's not though. Ricky is the most grounded,
He's a
just
sharp dude.
Sharp dude. You know, and I mean he's very outspoken about it, and it's just very clear for his reason. Like it made him feel good.
Got it.
So most things that give you pleasure are addictive. Okay, like coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same exact
Same
exact thing. Like
drug.
what are we talking about?
Big Macs.
Yeah.
Chicken
I
wings.
knew you were gonna say so. This said chicken wings. Yeah, I hate you.
Flats.
But no,
Flats.
that's a good point because, okay, so taking a little bit of a turn, this is what I want to get your opinion on because you brought up prohibition basically for cannabis. And it seems like for us specifically, for black people, a lot of people locked up for possession of weed,
Oh.
right? But we weren't growing it.
No.
Like not in the masses. Like the percentages, we weren't growing it that much, maybe like 10%.
Right.
What do you think that this could be a form of reparations for black people?
No, because the barrier for entry is high.
It's so large.
Yeah, like you need capital to get in there. So unless they're gonna, like, it's not even federally legal right now. You can't get no loans on this. All the money I got is private money. The bank is not funding this for nobody. You know, I've been to banks, and I mean, I've had $30 million on paper between me and a couple of guys, and they're like, nah.
So do you think that's purposeful? Like to do it like that, because to your point, everybody's not Bo. Okay, so if I'm
All pro Bo.
all pro Bo, but as a black entrepreneur, like we just don't have the pockets, the network that somebody of your caliber would have, just because the path you've taken.
Franchise tag, Bo.
That too.
Franchise tag. Hey, go flex.
What? You was franchised?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Bo got tagged.
What?
That so
we gonna talk about that.
So listen. We talk about
Wait. Hold on. Though we'll get to
different
that.
level.
That is franchise. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
So with that though, like people just don't have that path. Black people don't. So do you think that's on purpose? Because you can't get federal funding. You can't get the loans. You have to come in there with the capital, the cash, the liquid. In order to get started.
In order to get started, yeah. I mean, it's set up by design. I mean, the first to start is usually gonna make the most money.
Okay.
So I mean, that's just been the name of the game for everything.
Absolutely.
Like, they've always been first, been allowed to be first. Like the starting line was never the same for everybody.
Right.
You know, that's just the history and how it's been. That's why Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola, Pepsi's Pepsi. Like, if we were allowed to do all the same shit that they were allowed to do, like, the landscape would be different, but we weren't allowed to do that. But we were building all that shit for them. We were working for them. We were, we were helping them build all this type of stuff and doing all the labor for them, and for the low ski, free ski.
Yeah, I was gonna say the free ski, free 99.
You know, like we are the example of free labor.
Got it.
You know, so just to be able to be in this situation, man, and have this opportunity, like I said, I don't take it for granted. Like, I gotta win. Like, I gotta win.
No, you're gonna win. There's no question.
All right, we're gonna have a little fun
No,
real quick.
No, I just are you gonna employ black people?
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, of course.
Brown people.
Yeah.
In the Wassenberg.
My lady.
No, Wassenberg is highly Hispanic.
My lady, my grower is a little Spanish girl. She a beast. Her name is Sara.
Shout out to Sada.
Not
Sada.
Sarah.
This
Sada.
podcast, bussin'.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a crazy question.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No, hell no. It's like
It's about training too, though. You know, like I said, if
What was he gonna say?
most
was he
people
gonna
don't
say
have
no?
the training.
it might be.
What was he go? No,
He
for
might.
real. Was he gonna say no?
Hey, he went to Texas. I don't know.
He's an authentic dude. You thought he was
Yeah.
gonna say no?
No, man.
Oh, okay.
It's about giving people the opportunity. You know, my mindset is I'm gonna employ who does the best job, but I'm gonna definitely give everyone an opportunity. This is about
This
making money. This is
podcast,
about building
bussin'.
something, and that's what you build a business for. You build a business to create opportunity and give opportunities to
There you
people.
what's
So,
up.
you know, I mean, I would love to put my brothers and sisters on and show them the game and give them a game, and that's what I plan on doing. Like, my whole thing outside of this is how do I go to other markets and partner with other athletes who have the capital and do the same thing I'm doing, because I'm building a cookbook for them.
That's what's up, man.
This
That boy
podcast,
cooking in a
bussin'
pressure
bussin'.
cooker. I got.
Had you said no though, I would have been like cut, and it took you.
Now we'd be like, let's keep running.
So in your NFL career, right?
Wait, real quick, Cole. So we could just do this or that, and then we get into the NFL.
Let's do it.
So we got this game, this or that. You get to choose one or two answers.
No context.
No context.
All right.
All right.
No punishment is either. No
Oh yeah,
punishment.
you say okay. It gets deep.
Oh, you might
No
have to take a
shots.
drag from
So
the
I got to
blunt.
answer this or that.
Yes, this or that. No in between, or you could pass. It's up to you.
No, we ain't gonna let him pass.
We not.
This podcast, bussin'.
I'll throw him the pass.
No.
No, you didn't get that. Let
Yeah,
it
I
breathe.
did.
Let it breathe.
He has brick hands.
Shit.
Oh, come on, man.
This-
All right, here we go. This or that.
Podcast, bussin'.
First question. Sativa or indica?
You said I got to answer this or that,
You gotta go either one.
so I got to pick either one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick the one.
Indicas.
Okay. Acapulco Gold or Durban Poison?
Durban Poison.
All right. Sour Diesel or Bubba Kush?
I'm a Kush guy.
I thought you was gonna go sour.
I thought it was gonna go sour. All right. Oreos or Grandpa Stash?
Oreos, of course.
Okay. This is easy. Tight end or wide receiver?
Yeah, I'm a tight end, man.
Pause. I'm a tight end.
Here we go. You going Tony Gonzalez or Shannon Sharp?
You know, Shannon hometown, man.
You going Shannon?
Yeah, Shannon's all hometown, man. I love Tony, though. Great dude, both great dudes. But, you know, I used to, when I was in at Texas, I would come back home and work out with Shanahan a little bit.
Okay.
You know, we go to Broncos facility, 19 years old, man, working out with Shannon and the Al and all them dudes, man. It's just amazing to see how that works.
That is dope.
Yeah, man, Shannon.
You got access, man.
Man, blessed, dog.
Shannon Sharp or Travis Kelce?
Shannon. Kelsey cold, though, man.
Cold.
Yeah, he cold, but he's a product of today's game, too, though.
Really?
Very offense.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, they spread it out. You know, they
no
got a lot of-
headshots.
They got a lot of
Pause.
flexibility.
Ain't no headshots, pause.
Yeah, they got a
And
lot
this
of,
boy giving a whole bunch of context.
yeah, they got a little flexibility.
I'm gonna let him run
in the
because
way
he's
the
like
game is.
260, man. I don't want to get in the way of that. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Tennessee Titans or Cincinnati Bengals?
Titan game.
Titan game. All
Tighten
day.
up.
Man, I love, you know, all respect to the Bengals, but, I mean, that was, at that time, they might have been the worst organization in sports.
Damn.
In
Okay.
sports. Just how they how they was operating their business, is how they was treating their players, and just like, you know, what it was like being in the league. You know what I mean? You know, having roommates, we staying in like 3-star hotels and shit. Like,
3-star?
bro, I remember when
Best
I got
Western.
When they had y'all staying at home at Motel 6?
there, at like some Millennium Maxwell house
Are you serious?
with the roommate.
No.
Bruh, I went and got my own room and paid for that shit myself.
Wait, who was the coach at that time?
Marvin Lewis.
Oh.
We had some Division III college in a fourplex. No big deal, all right. But, I mean, when we get back to the city, man, come on. Like, spend some money.
All right.
Damn.
That's crazy.
But the Browns, so the Browns on that, right?
That's why they were sorry, though. They were sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, last question.
I got one after that.
You got one? Okay. The post route or the curl?
I mean, you know, post is going to take you to the end zone.
There we go.
But you have like 2 left knees, and you can't run that fast.
Who can?
You.
Nah.
What's your 40 time?
I mean,
What
what?
was it?
3 ACL?
Yeah.
4.41.
Damn.
Damn, really?
For real?
Okay.
I ran 4.41 at Texas A&M camp.
Bo, a 4.41?
Fastest man for my like group weight class. And I'll tell y'all, this is a true story, dog. They took, after I ran that, we run it in the stadium. So like it's just us in the stadium. And you know, at that time A&M was a big school, man.
Oh, yeah, it's
You know,
always
even
been.
just
It's
coming
always
from
been.
even just coming from here, like you going down in this little small town, you seeing this big ass stadium, like it was a big deal for me. And all these kids, I'm the only kid from Colorado there, man. But I'm out there going ham though. And as soon as we ran that fastest, man, one of the coaches called me. He was like, "Man, coach, want to see you." Took me upstairs, dog. Sat me down, and RC Slocum's. He
Offer.
was the coach.
Yep.
Offer.
Scholarship. I'm like, man, I didn't talk to my daddy about this. I didn't really know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but he offered me a scholarship. Like,
How old were you?
bro, 16.
Damn.
I'm going into my junior year.
4.4.
I know that feel like. I ran that 4.38 at Michigan. Offer. Lloyd Carr. Offer.
Speed
know what?
kills, man.
Hey,
Athletes.
Bo,
huh?
you know what's
This
kind of interesting, man?
podcast,
I
bussin',
know
bussin'.
this or that. Like, we can pause.
Wait, no, just finish your question.
Yeah, no, I was.
But you had a
this is a
this or that
this or that?
question, though.
George Kittle or Travis Kelce?
Kelsey. I like Kittle, though. Kittle got that energy, man.
That dude's a
Kelsey got
dog.
that swag, though.
But Kittle's a dog.
Yeah, but I would, you know,
But you're not better than
Kelsey's,
Kelsey.
yeah, Kelsey's a more, on the past game,
Yeah.
Kelsey going to give
For
you
today's game.
more. Yeah.
And Kelsey's a
That's fair.
champion.
But Kittle is a more all-around tight end,
Kittle's
though.
ain't got no
Kittle
Super
block.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Kelsey don't block.
There you go.
He don't want to block.
You know what, man?
This
Just like through the
podcast,
conversations we
bussin',
have,
bussin'.
pre-production, post, like and during production, I think. Now I know, like I've learned more about you in this hour than I've ever. I had no idea about your injuries. I had no idea about the 441. There's just so many things I learned about you, man. And like, hey, you were one of the best to come out of Colorado, man.
Man,
Round of
appreciate
applause.
it. Man, so I know. So for me, let's talk about the bullshit. Let's talk about like them days when you was in Tennessee, young, pocket full of money.
Co's in his bag.
He's in.
Yo, what was? Hey, Yo, let's talk about like what was those days like being young and breaded.
I mean, I always describe playing in the league as the most incredible, humbling learning experience you could ever ask for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you get there and you, especially in my case, I was like, damn, like I've been waiting for this to happen.
And you were at what pick?
Sixth round.
6th round. Yep.
176. Mm-hmm. I was supposed to get drafted where Claret got drafted because the Broncos said they was going to draft me at that point. So, like, this is last pick of first day, 3rd round. Tampa Bay said they was going to take me in the 4th round, didn't take me. Bears was supposed to take me in the 5th round. So, I mean, I'm just getting these, like, I'm like, damn, y'all over here just messing my whole mood up.
Let's stay there. Like, how did that feel?
Well, no, you asked
My coach,
Yeah, I did.
My coach was Tim Brewster. He's the tight end coach at CU right now. Tim Brewster. So he's the one y'all see on social media yelling at him all and stuff like that. So he called me and told
White
me.
guy. Oh, white guy. Yeah.
He called and told me, you don't watch the draft. He's like, it's going to piss you off. I watched every single pick.
175 of them.
Yeah, this is who I am. This is what I do.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and you know, I respect those other guys too. I mean, I went to the combine. What people also don't know is fuck you up too is, you know, I went to the combine. I got an invitation to go to the combine, and I had a sports hernia. So when I played in the Rose Bowl, I had a torn groin and stuff like that. Didn't practice all week. Still led the team in receptions and yards in the Rose Bowl. That was VY's first coming out party against Michigan. So played with a torn groin and stuff like that. Didn't train at all. Didn't run no 40s like that. But I got to work out at the combine because I got these red flags. Like this dude injury prone. Like I gotta work out.
Yeah.
ACLs, groins.
My dumb ass, I get there, you know, I lie on my medical sheet. I only tore myself ACL 2 times. They're like, well, what are these scars for? You know, I didn't know what the hell I'm doing, man.
And it's a meat market up in that
Yeah,
bitch.
man, it's a real meat market.
Whoa,
You know,
whoa.
bro, you need to quit going there.
Whoa. It's a real meat market up in there.
That's what the combine is.
Yeah.
It is.
I guess you comfortable with the meat market then. Hey, everybody, Damon's comfortable with like a good Damo wants the meat market.
Straight out the bellows.
That's what it is.
Hey, so get his DMs with meat market.
He threw that all off.
Way out of bounds.
Sorry, Bo. But you were saying about the combine.
The meat.
The crazy thing about the combine is what? As far as
Just, I mean, I was lying. I lied on my shit, so I had to go through this whole thing where I had to explain, like, tell them the truth. And so, I mean, they got me on the table like I'm a rag doll.
got it.
Like, and I finally get to the Broncos. You know, they're the ones who did all my surgery, and I flew down there with them. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I had to go work out there, so I didn't run 140 or nothing the whole time. But I had to run there. And, you know, at that time it was in Indy, and in the front row was always Jerry Jones and Parcells. So they right there, like this is the starting line. Jerry and then right at the starting line.
Got it.
This is like I'm running for my life right this time, you know. I got drafted. Very first day I get to Tennessee, I'm like, I hurt myself working out, but I was already hurt, so I got fixed up right away. Didn't work out at all off season. First day in training camp, I rated. They didn't even know I was on the team, dog, because I'm just in the training room walking every day on the treadmill.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and
That's
then,
crazy.
but to answer Court's question though, like, I mean, there's nothing like the league. Like, it's what every kid strives for and imagines like it's gonna be. You know, you sit there and you're dreaming about all these dudes you're playing against, and when you walk in the locker room with them and you see them, you're like, damn, like that's Steve McNair, that's Keith Bullock, like, you know, there's Ray Lewis and all these guys. I mean, my first game in the NFL, we playing at Pittsburgh. It's another dope story. So second play of the game, we ran a little stretch play. I slammed Clark Higgins, you know, Colorado State Clark Higgins. I'm walking back to the huddle. Joey Porter like, we gonna fuck you up for that. We gonna fuck you up for that shit, man.
Hey man, shout out to Joey. Shout out to Joey, man. Shout out to
James
Joey.
Harrison, though.
Yeah.
Dude.
I got PTSD, man, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, dog.
It's hard. His head is hard.
Yeah.
Man.
And, you know, James got a great story, man. I mean, he wasn't supposed to be what he was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is testimony of hard work, but that's what the league is. All those guys are like that. Like, they hungry. And if you're not hungry, you know, you're not going to be there. And that's the only thing that was, like, the biggest letdown for me, like, in business is, like, you don't have that kind of selection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to really go find those guys. Like, when you walk in the locker room in the league, that's who you in the locker room with. Like, you looking at the dude, he's a badass dude too.
Yeah, he's a 1%.
Like, you don't have to worry about him slouching or nothing like that because he ain't gonna be there. You know, so the dudes who get there and get excited and, you know, aren't really to put in the work and they're not gonna last very long. Some dudes are just excited to get there. They don't want to stay there. Get there at one point, but staying there is a whole nother thing. I mean, the average career 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Can we unpack that real quick? Because you played for 6, 8.
Oh, you play 8.
Eight seasons.
I thought
So
6.
with that, because there's consistency, right? Like there's, hey, I'm gonna show up every day and blah blah blah. That I really want you to talk about the regimen and what it takes to be at that level, day in, day out, of like being intentional of how you block, how you move, how you run a route, how you catch the ball, how you just show up every day and have to repeat that constantly to stay at that level.
How you get out the bed.
It's just a mindset where you just, you know, as a young dude, as a rookie, you kind of just take a back seat and just look at what the vets are doing.
Who'd you learn from?
There was a lot of guys there, man.
Okay.
You know, just, you know, you get there first and you're just the rookies. It's just a rookie, so
Yep.
the vets ain't even there. So it's just like, okay, cool. Like, you know, we all working hard. Everybody a little nervous, getting the nerves out and stuff like that. So, you know, it's and once you get on the field, it's football. You know, you're learning something new. You know, I was fortunate to go to Texas, so I'm playing against those caliber guys already.
Yeah.
So, like, I was a little ahead of the game. You know, I'm playing against Derrick Johnson. You know, Casey Hampton, Deshaun Rogers. All those dudes went to the league.
Michael Huff.
Michael Huff, all those guys. So, you know, to play at that caliber, like, you got to bring your lunch pail every single day, and you got to just really zone in. This is your job. You're not a kid no more. They don't give a damn what school you went to. They don't care, like, what you did in college, what your stats were. Like, and they used to always harass us, like the O linemen and some of the D linemen. They were just assholes. Like, you know, what are you going to do, Rook, to help us beat Pittsburgh? That's all we give a fuck about. We don't care about shit else. You know, and until you prove yourself, they're not fucking with you. You know, they're not fucking with you.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a lot of, you know, mental and physical pressure, you know, on you. But if that's what you want to be, and you're committed to it, I mean, it's whatever it takes. And so, you know, I always looked at myself as, you know, I wanted to be the best. That's why I went to Texas. I mean, you know, there's a couple of guys, and there's certain guys sometimes, like, and no knock on them, they wanted to go where they knew they was going to play.
Yeah.
It was going to be the star. They was
They
the
knew, like
they
so
were
they
the
were
guy.
like,
That's what the portal's about now.
yeah, I wanted to go where the best dudes is going, because that's where I felt like I was.
And it's competition.
Like, put me on the field with them. I'm not
Yes.
worried about it. And it's crazy because when I got to Texas, I remember this one other tight end that they recruited, and he told me this straight up. He's like, man, when they told me you tore your knee up, I was happy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was happy.
What?
because he wanted to
Hell
get
yeah,
time.
he was happy.
Yeah.
'Cause he
Fuck you.
Right, that's how I felt.
Fuck you.
Wow, that's
You know?
crazy.
So, I mean, there's just so many lessons you go growing up, and, I mean, nothing can really prepare you, you know, for the league. And it's hard to just maintain that focus because of all the bullshit that you're talking about, the extra shit, the fun. I mean, you still want to be able to enjoy yourself. Like, you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You've never seen this kind of money in your life. Your family, you literally are the richest person in your family.
Was you
know?
taking advantage of? Was you a
He said-
victim?
he
Was you a
said,
victim? Was you a victim?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, of them professionals. I mean, of them professional groupies.
I've been in bad deals and all that type
No,
of stuff.
no. Fuck the deal.
Chicks?
I'm talking about the professional groupies. Was you a victim?
Man, the professional groupies to me are the attorneys.
Oh.
No, fuck them attorneys.
They getting way more
I'm
money
talking
than the
no,
girls.
fuck the attorneys. I'm talking about the chick that done got you to buy a Birkin bag, a this, a that, a this, a
But
that.
to me, that's not taking
fly out
advantage of.
treat.
That's not taking advantage of. That's something
Okay.
you choose to do.
Okay.
Like,
You a
if you're
trick-
making $5 million,
You a tricking, Bo?
bro, it's not tricking if you got it.
Oh! hit it with it. Hit him
Like
with
it didn't hurt, bro. Like
with it.
I'm not trying to brag at all. Dog.
No, brag.
Yeah,
No,
tell us
brag.
about
brag.
that.
Dog.
Bo,
This is
No.
like-
fuck that, Bo.
Listen, I'm
brag.
a humble dude, bro.
It
No,
sounded
Bo,
like
no,
Bo was
Bo.
getting the NI deals before the NI
Bo
deals.
was giving out them NIL deals.
I've been very fortunate to like meet some beautiful women in my life.
That's
Like
what's up.
spend some time with like I'm talking about like
Talk about him.
jaw drop. Like if they walked in here right now.
You was out there greasing them up like Mykonos.
I wasn't doing what my dog over here was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Boy,
Bo. All pro Bo. That's how you got it.
that
Let
boy
him
in
know.
That boy in the mirror, like doing all this type of stuff. I wasn't doing all that. And you know,
But I'm doing with it with Brute. He doing it with Tom Ford and shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
There's
and
levels.
That's the best part about it, though. I can't even lie. You know, as a young man, you know, even at Texas, some of the agents, they're taking us down to, some of the parties in Houston, and I'm 19, 20 years old, and I'm like, damn, they make women this beautiful,
That's what's up, man.
and I'm just like, God damn, and when this is before social media, so
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
slide in the DMs.
God is great.
Yeah.
Like I gotta,
gotta rap right
I gotta
there.
man up and figure out what I'm about to say to this chick.
You ain't
So-
gotta, man. But what you gotta say for real?
No, I gotta say something.
I'm Bo Scaife.
because I wasn't.
All pro Bo.
It's like MJ said, like
Nah,
Tiger. All you gotta say is
because
your name is
I wasn't the
Tiger.
richest dude on the team. I wasn't the richest dude on the team. So like you just sometimes you got to stay in your pay grade too. Now
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But the thing about me was, and this is where most dudes, this is off topic, but this is where most dudes struggle. They think you got to throw money at chicks. A lot of chicks want to laugh. A lot of chicks want to have a good conversation and smile. So I was always that
This is my
homeboy.
speed right here.
Listen, I was always that homeboy, like where I would go because I had some famous homeboys for real.
Yeah.
So I was always that, hey, I'm gonna go meet Shorty. You want to come? She bringing a friend. Cool. I was that homeboy. I'm definitely that friend that's gonna close the deal because the chick, I wasn't the asshole friend that he brought.
Yeah.
Got
Like
it.
that was
Got it.
fucking it up. Like, damn, dog, you fucked up the whole thing. Like,
Yep.
nah, I'm gonna. Don't worry, dog. She cool. She
I
gonna be
got
straight
you.
with me. And next thing you know, like shit, we're
Good
Bo and her. Girl. We
conversation.
doing our own thing.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
there says a lot to be a cool brother and just
Yeah.
a smooth brother and just know how to be solid and just to know how to just
Yeah.
deal with people.
That's right.
Wingman.
Conversation rule the nation.
All
man.
pro Bo.
Yeah.
Wingman. That's what. Yeah, you need a good wingman.
You got to be able to listen. Like you get what you negotiate.
Hey,
you don't
man.
get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate.
This podcast.
so-
That's a bar.
A lot of cats is over there. They
That's
was
a
getting,
bar.
in the league. You see a lot of cats get mad at chicks because they ain't giving them nothing or they ain't giving them a mind. Bro, that's on you.
Yep.
You get what you negotiate. You're not a deal closer.
Mm.
You gotta learn to close the deal, dog.
Close the deal. Close the
This
deal.
Hey, man.
podcast.
That's what I'm talking about,
Bussin',
yeah.
bussin'.
Do I look rich?
Yes.
No. Do I look like
You
a
look
hella-
rich in spirit, dog. I'm not even gonna lie.
No,
you look
man.
like rich.
You look. He does.
You
man.
look like rich in vibes,
He got
dog.
the knees out.
Yeah,
Knees
man.
all the way out.
Designer
Hey,
jeans.
like Lindell says, knees out, dick out.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm not rich, but I have a hell of a personality, and I can dig what you said.
That's what they want.
And I was a hell of a wingman.
Yeah.
Oh, big,
I
full
was.
of personality.
Full of
nigga.
personality.
Oh, Teddy Bear.
Hey.
Oh, Teddy Rusk.
Yeah,
he over there
man.
giving them-
I'm
he over
big.
there
I'm
giving
big.
them-
I'm big
he like,
and full
baby,
of
you want a
personality.
piggyback ride?
Piggyback ride.
Hey, dog, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Chocolate boys. Yeah. Chocolate boys in
Hey,
the
that man said a
building.
piggyback.
Bussin', bussin'.
Oh,
Low key, you
man.
gotta be, but low key, you gotta be smart out there, though, man. Like, because,
Yeah.
Tell us
there's
about
a
it.
whole
Especially in
business
this day
side
and
to
age.
that thing, though. Like,
It is, man.
I wish I could say everybody was, had good intentions and stuff like that, but that's not the case. And, money definitely makes people act different, not just your
Yeah.
family members, but, business people. Everybody is coming at your pockets.
Absolutely.
The one thing I feel like the NFL does wrong is, to the athletes, they put a spotlight on them by, broadcasting what they make and stuff like that. So, I mean, chicks is definitely,
Target.
people is definitely,
Target.
looking up like, oh, he got this amount. So, like, they coming.
Absolutely.
And at that age, you don't know how to say no.
Man, Bo,
You
but
haven't
I
done
asked
that
you,
yet.
but Bo, but I asked you that question with intention only because I came across a podcast when I was listening about the issues that what's my guy Williamson is having with this chick that with him being young, 22 years old, out here was he 35 million a year?
Yeah.
Something like that.
35 million a year, and he gets hooked up with the porn star. And now she's basically extorting him.
Yeah.
Only because he's having a baby with another chick and she got upset.
To me,
and
this
he
is-
literally put this chick on $100,000 payroll
Per month.
per month.
To me, this is just that's standard business.
Damn.
Tell us about it.
Let's talk about it.
Unpack
Like,
that.
to
That's
me,
why I
like
asked you.
what he did, like and what he's doing, like okay, he's taking a small L in the grand scheme of things. I can give you more than you could take. You're getting 100,000. Okay, that's 1.2 million. I'm making that right back. So if you want to do that to yourself, I'm gonna be
To
all
lose
right.
it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right because this dude has a young career. Like they're gonna forget all about that. Look at the whole Kobe situation. No one talks about that shit no more.
They don't.
That shit happened right here in Colorado.
Absolutely.
Nah, I read this shit quote the other day, man. This is the realest shit ever. It said, men chase championships, women chase champions.
What does that mean to
cool.
you?
That means that that means like if you a champion, you're gonna have what you want. You win the championship, you're gonna get what you want. So you don't gotta go do all that type of stuff. And on the path of success and the road to success, you're gonna take some L's, and that's how you bounce back. Like when you're in the spotlight, people are coming after you.
They are.
It is what it is. That's just the rules of the game. Unfortunate that they got to learn the hard way because he shouldn't have to learn that lesson. Like this, not the first dude who's making $35 million a year.
Yep.
How in the hell does LeBron make it through this stuff scot free?
NDAs, boy, because mean. He got an
Veteran leadership,
NDA.
advisement.
Yeah, I mean, like
people
that
on the
coulda easily-
team.
How did that not happen to LeBron?
Yeah, he got a.
How does that not happen to more of the guys? So
He got a team around him to advise him.
That
Zion-
NDA is
Zion sli- he got sloppy.
ironclad.
But like to what Bo's saying, and I actually didn't think about it this way. Her losing $1.2 million, or let's just say more. Let's just say it's 1.5. Her losing $1.5 million a year is far less than the attention the negative attention that he's getting that's going to pass over.
he's still gonna be Zion. All he
He's still gonna be Zion.
gotta do is go out there and ball out in this shit. You think they're gonna give a damn about that shit?
No.
His first
Fact.
game,
That's a
get
fact.
30.
They don't
That's a
care.
fact. That's a fact.
They don't care. This is just
It's bad press.
This is just business.
Yep.
This is just business operation. This is what happens to the professional athletes and celebs who got a check.
Dude, you're getting $100K cash money
Shut the hell up.
a month.
If
That's
you
a
about
lot.
that,
Shut the
That's a
hell
lot
up and
of
go
money.
invest your
No,
money,
that is-
girl. Go invest your money and double that.
And girl going hard. She
And
going
she like
hard.
she put explicit details
Yeah,
like this dude spit in my mouth.
Oh,
and
yeah,
this
she going
and-
hard.
I was like
He's a young dude. How old is Zion?
Me 22
20
years old.
No. He's like 26,
goes-
27.
No,
there
he's
goes
20
our
years old.
sponsorship
He's
right there.
22
We
years
talking
old.
about spitting in people's
Listen,
mouths.
dog.
No, that's what
Just
he said.
imagine.
no,
He's
no, I
22,
believe you.
Damo.
I'm just saying our sponsorship.
Listen,
like,
just
Damo,
we
he's
get it.
22 years old.
Edit it out.
Just imagine if some of the stuff that we did in our 20s was out.
Oh, yeah.
I already know.
But look at what we survived, man. Like,
Being broke.
yeah, you
Yeah.
gonna bounce. You keep it going.
Dude, he's 22 years
Bro.
old. He's 22 years old.
That's
I
he's
did,
22 years old.
Yeah, he's youngin'.
This is just a small little hiccup.
I did way dumber
And
shit.
he from the country too, so
Yeah.
like he went to Duke.
Yeah.
You know the kind of girls he was dealing with.
Yeah,
he
man,
never
he a
saw
little nerd,
nothing like
man.
that, man.
He a little nerd, man.
Yeah.
Backwoods, South Carolina.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Get that.
22 years
He
old.
like what he
crazy.
like, man.
Hey, man,
That's what's up.
now I'm really shooting that man some bail. I thought he was like 26,
No,
27.
he's 20. He's
Oh, no,
22
he's
years old,
22
man.
years old.
Oh, he's 22.
Oh, I'm way dumb.
With his access to the creme de la creme de la creme. And she's not even bad.
Right, so I said he
no,
like
she's
what he
pretty
like.
bad.
Nah, she ain't pretty
Nah,
bad.
nah,
no, I'm saying
no,
There's
no.
way better chicks than her.
It's
Yeah.
way
There we go.
better.
Fair enough. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit-
Obviously, that's what he like.
Yeah.
He done told on himself.
Yeah,
boy.
he did.
That boy-
No.
Motorboat.
No.
Motorboat.
All pro both. Shooting shots at Uncle Damo.
Hey.
Hey, man. Like you said, this is long overdue, man. We had a blast.
Blast.
Pre-production. I wish there was some B-rolls on that stuff, but it's much love, and we appreciate you coming out.
No doubt, man.
We're going to commit to coming out to Walsenburg.
Yeah.
We want to see the facility.
I want to see it.
We want to do a pod of the
We
facility.
having a
Yeah,
party.
could we do
I'm
something
having
like
a party
that?
on July 2nd. I'm actually July 1st.
In Walsenburg?
actually. Nah, at
Oh.
Tetra.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm having something at Cookies on the 4th of July. So I mean, I'm in the city, man, doing my
give us
thing,
some
man.
access, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
give
need
us
to
some
just come
access,
through.
brother.
Y'all
Yeah.
can come film
Hey,
a
Kurt,
pod at one of the
throw us
places. They
some.
would love it.
They let us do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We definitely do that.
we appreciate that, brother, and we appreciate you coming back. And we want you to come back after things settle down with the facility and whatnot. But at the end of the day, man, we had a blast today. Who would you recommend to come on the show?
I mean, y'all mentioned Lindell. Has he been on yet?
Oh no, we had him.
Yeah, Lindell.
He cut up.
He was one of the first
did.
ones.
He
yeah,
was
man,
early.
He cut up here.
We
too.
got to have him back.
Yeah, he cut up here.
Yeah, we do got.
We need to do like you need to meet me and Lindell on the show at the same time.
That's a good one. Dude.
That's
be
a
dope.
good. That'd be
That's
a good
actually
one.
pretty good.
boy, because we got some stories, man. You know, yeah, y'all got a nice little roster to choose from, man, out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you got any recommendations, tag them and just let them know, like, hey, come on the show, man. Like,
Man,
Denver
but who-
or not. You
Who
know what I'm saying?
explicitly, man? We need somebody explicitly, like Lindell. Like we know that'd be an awesome show. But
Y'all need
who's
to get
somebody
Big Shot on here, man.
We're working on
we
it.
working on it.
Working
What's
on
the
it.
what's the problem,
Big
man? Come
shot.
on,
But
John.
but you ask him.
Podcast.
Big Shot, what's the problem? Because he know all of us.
man.
We had Rodney.
We had Rodney.
So, hey, Big Shot got a lot going on, man.
He got a lot going
Yeah,
on.
he
Big
does.
Shot got a lot going on.
He's going to come. He's coming
He's
on the show.
coming. He's coming for sure. That's family.
We'll give a round of applause for All Pro Bo.
All pro.
All Pro Farms in the house. Make sure you go check it out in your local dispensaries. Is there any particular dispensary they can find you at, or is it
I'm in
all
both
over?
Cookies, Commerce City and Broadway.
Okay,
I'm in all the exclusives, exclusive cannabis.
there it
I'm
is.
in Simply Pure, which is black owned by Wanda James.
Yep.
It's in the Highlands.
She's supposed to be on.
Wanda, where you at?
Listen, this lady is a beast, man. Like, she is my mentor when it comes to this stuff. Mile High Dispensary, and we just growing, man. We growing. We gonna keep growing. So
This
That's what's up, man.
Check it out.
Bussin'.
And you never stumble upon the unexpected if you stick to the familiar. So go All Pro. Check it out.
This podcast.